Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, today I want to give a short legal seminar on what's called insurance liens. Lien means, in this case, a right. It also means, there's no other way to put it except it means having to pay back money to an insurance company. It's also often referred to as subrogation. That's an attorney word that they like to use to make it sound subrogation rights. When we're talking about insurance liens and subrogation, we're talking about the obligation for someone to pay back an insurance company some money that they've paid out on behalf of someone. Why do you have to do this? Because it's in your insurance contract. Every healthcare company, insurance company, all of you that have health insurance, contained in your insurance contract is a clause that says if your health insurance ever pays medical bills as a result of somebody causing you harm, and you collect that money from that person, the insurance company wants their money back. The insurance companies created these clauses, created these rights because they have so much lobbying power. Surprise, surprise. What they have done is through state legislatures and in Congress have gotten state legislators and congressmen to pass these laws. You know how bad it is? They're even protected. They're even protected from lawsuits. Do you know, it's called ERISA law. Do you believe this? That if a health insurance company refuses to pay a medical procedure that you need to save your life, and they don't pay it, and you die or you lose a limb or something, you can only sue them for the cost of the procedure and make them. You don't get to sue them for monetary damages for that. Now, I got to ask you a question. Across this great country, do you think if the average American citizen knew that law would have ever passed? See, this is what Congress and state legislators do. They pass these laws through the power of lobbyists, and the general public never knows them. Part of my job for the rest of my life is to make you aware of these bullshit laws that Congress and state legislators pass that you don't have any clue about. What American wouldn't want to sue their health insurance company if they refused to pay a bill that caused them, or for a procedure that caused them harm? Everybody would. Everybody would. Remember the John Grisham movie starring Matt Damon and Danny DeVito? Remember that poor kid needed a procedure? They wouldn't pay for it, and he died? Sick. Why it's unfair. Here's why this subrogation stuff is unfair. Let's think about this. You pay car insurance, homeowners insurance, health insurance. You're paying that premium for that coverage. Now, how messed up is it that if you get hurt tripping over your own feet at your house, they got to pay everything and there's not a subrogation issue? But if somebody runs over and hits you, well, then they're entitled to it. You pay the freaking premium for them to cover that bill, period. By the way, you know who the evil son of a bitch is that created this whole thing? Straight out of Louisville, LaGrange, Kentucky. His name is Rawlings, Rawlings. He created the whole subrogation law and then started a business, the Rawlings Company, collecting money for insurance companies. Might be the richest man in Kentucky. You believe that? Got the legislature to pass the law allowing for subrogation, liens, paying back money, then created a company helping them. How's that for a political corporate gangster? What it does is it just takes money from injured parties. So you're injured. You collect money. Why the hell should you have to pay a damn insurance company any freaking more money? The best example is healthcare liens. Healthcare liens are the worst. And I'm going to use the Durrani as an example. Now just imagine this, folks. These people that have a lawsuit against Durrani, their claims arose from a surgery that was done from 2005 through 2013. That's when Durrani was in this country, 2005 to 2013. These people came to Deters Law, 500 plus, in 2013, 2014. These procedures that were done during that time period, guess what? The insurance companies authorized unnecessary surgeries. So we have to sue the hospitals and Durrani to collect damages. You collect that money, the hospitals, the 4 hospitals that settled, made it part of the deal, that, well, you gotta take care of the medical liens. You gotta put them on notice. We're like, what do you mean? This happened a long time ago. They don't know. Well, the law is the law. And by the way, this is law that they created. We'll have to pay them back if they ever find out about this. So for going on 2 years now, and we've gotten most of them resolved, but there's still a bunch that need to be resolved. For 2 years, we have to fight the insurance companies to resolve these liens in order to get the check from the settlement. We actually filed an unprecedented lawsuit in federal court where we sued Medicare, Medicaid, and all these freaking insurance companies for the unauthorized surgery and said, hey, waive your freaking lien or forget about it. And after a long period of time, many of those did waive their liens. Well, what I'm talking about waiving the lien. If you get a $100,000 settlement and your health insurance company spent $100,000 in medical bills, they'll take all your money. You wouldn't get anything. It is another example of corporate welfare, corporate control, corporate political gangsterism in this country. Laws written to benefit insurance companies, not the average Joe person. It makes me sick. It's wrong. Then you got the whole issue of car accidents. In Kentucky, you have what's called no fault, where $10,000 of benefits are paid out no matter who's at fault right away for lost income and medical bills. But guess what? They got their subrogation claim. They got to be paid back from whoever settles the case. Who has to pay in the end? It is a complicated legal morass. Who benefits? Insurance companies and the large defense firms that represent them, who help write these laws for their benefit. Makes me sick. None of you know anything about this. I guarantee you, 90% of you watching this were like, hell, I didn't know that, Bulldog. Well, now you do. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.